Hello, it's JANG here with a quick look at a LEGO Juniors set. This is the Spider Man Hideout. Comes with 137 pieces. Now this is the hideout itself that gives the set its name, and to be honest, it's really not much of a hideout. It's more of an entrance to a hideout because the hideout itself would be all back here. So you really have to use your imagination. This is just kind of mostly providing a fascia for the whole thing, and most of it is built up from one large printed piece, which is common to a number of the structure-based LEGO Juniors sets, and it's all got exclusive printing on it. This is also a printed piece up here, a printed modified tile piece, and they have just a little bit of a balcony up here so you can actually place a figure up there. You can also connect a figure to that railing. You know, it's a good place to have some battles that are going over the side and such. Just a good basic little play feature or play area. This is a very nice printed tile piece. I think that could be useful. Some folks might even want to use that throughout a large layout or something, just saying. This is a printed piece right here. I think this is the first time that I've seen this printed, and that's actually a good looking piece as well. A stack of newspapers here. You know, it's a little bit disappointing that we didn't get the proper newspaper to put there, but it's okay. It gets the general idea across. And this is just a little area where you can cause a little mayhem because stuff going on and battles going on around the street can cause this to be knocked off. This is all supposed to be kind of just a sidewalk around the main street there. So that's why you've got over here. You could use this as a newspaper dispensary, or you could use this as a mailbox. I could kind of see it either way. I see it a little bit more as a newspaper dispenser just because of where it's placed and such. Ladder goes up to the second floor here, kind of the little balcony off to the side, and that gives Spider-Man access into his lair with a nice spiral slide back there that actually works with the minifigures, allows him to come around. You can just imagine that he's come around to the inside. It's blocked off by default with this web, but the web can be brought down. So you could also imagine that maybe this is part of the inside, and when he needs to be deployed out to save the world, then he can actually just drop down from the inside and then come out through here. You could also use it as a trap where he could be running in there and then raise up the web behind him or spin up the web behind him to catch anybody who's following him in. It's also got an access panel here just to make sure that the whole thing is secure. And on the inside, well, again, not that much on the inside. One single red spider there, and then you just have a little spot where you can hold on to one minifigure accessory, which in this case is just a walkie-talkie for communication. Spider-Man also gets his own helicopter here, which is mostly based around one large molded piece to keep it simple for the Juniors line. This is an exclusive print here on the tile on the side. It's blue tile, and this one has a nice action feature actually with the web back here. You know, it kind of just looks like it's all attached and would be used for maybe holding a villain or something, but this can come off, so you can just imagine that a web is being deployed from the helicopter, and that can hang down pretty far. This can be used to hit a villain that's down on the ground or who is flying. You can try to use it to catch him. This can kind of swing around. You can hold on to the end, you know, with the little bar shape. It's got a stud right there you can use to hold on to things. So this is actually pretty useful for kids who actually want to have play with this set. The rotor, the main rotor, is kind of comical just because it's really small. I mean, that's just tiny. This is a very useful piece though, to get this piece in a nice common white color, and it's got the little spinning tail rotor, of course, nothing too special there. Green Goblin gets a glider. We'll take a closer look at the minifigures in just a minute, but this is a very simple, straightforward thing. Has the engines out to the edges, but this one also has a shooting feature to it. It's got the kind of springy disc shooter in it, and this is able to fire off by just pushing this from the back, or you could hit it extra hard, and that's just going to shoot that disc out, which is a printed tile. Oops. Whoa, wow, that actually goes quite far. The thing that gets shot is a 2x2 printed tile, and they give you 2 of those in this set. They're kind of little pumpkin discs. The last major thing in the set is a police ATV or quad, and yes, you got printing here again on the front. It's printed on 3 different surfaces there, and kind of has the lights that are approximated with the red and the blue. This is another very simple build. You can see most of it is just based on a 2x6 brick, And it's got a couple more lights on the back. And let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures up close. Of course, Spider-Man himself is going to be the one that most folks are the most excited by, but I personally prefer the Green Goblin here. I think that's the highlight of the figures here as far as their design. I like just how kid-friendly they made the expression. You can tell who it is immediately, but it's just nice and it's just very playful. You know, it makes for a good playful kind of villain. And he's got a pumpkin bomb there that's just going to explode and throw pumpkin seeds all over the place. So it's really kind of reduced in the level of seriousness, and I appreciate that. I like the print on the back of the Spider-Man head. It's too bad that it doesn't continue all the way around. No alternate face for him because he doesn't have anything to cover it. No alternate face for the policeman either, but the Green Goblin does get a secondary face so that when he gets caught, that's what he switches to for his look, so he's looking sad. And that's a really adorable face. Even though it's against a bright green background, I still think it looks really good. Yeah, this set says right on the box it's made for kids ages 4 to 7, and I think it's perfectly targeted towards that age group, especially the lower end of it. You know, kids who are just going to have so much imagination that's just going so wild. There's a lot that they can do with this set here. You know, looking at this as an adult or from the perspective of a collector, there's a lot of stuff that you're gonna miss, that you're gonna pass over, that a younger kid is actually gonna really enjoy. For what this is, for what it's supposed to be, and for whom it is made, I think it's really good. And as a bonus, for some older LEGO fans, it even has some pretty cool parts. Let me know what you think about the set by leaving your thoughts in a comment down below. Thank you for watching. I'll be talking to you again soon.